ascend the stage. Yes, Sri Subhash Nachiraju Garu, the official spokesperson BJP State of Telangana, to the stage. It is our proud privilege to invite Sri Dps Miyapur Garu. Now like to acknowledge the presence of the board members of Vidyananda Education Society. We welcome Mr. Vayu Manat Garu, General Secretary Vidyananda Education Society, Pro Vice Chairman Dps Hyderabad, and Mr. U.V. Ganesh Garu, Treasurer, Pro Vice Chairman Dps Hyderabad. It's an honor to welcome Dr. U.V. Ramana, Vice President Vidyananda Educational Society, Member Dps Hyderabad, Mr. Y. Lakshmi Narayana, Joint Secretary Vidyananda Educational Society, Member Dps Miyapur, and Mr. K. Murli Mohan Rao, Member Vidyananda Educational Society, Member Dps Miyapur. It is our proud privilege to acknowledge the presence of Srimati Rekha Agarwala Ma'am, Academic Director Dps Hyderabad, Secunderabad and Miyapur. Human tendencies. The wick of a lamp symbolizes the ego. Let us invoke the blessings of Ma Saraswati, the goddess of knowledge, so that we may always strive in the path of righteousness, truth and integrity. We welcome you all with her blessings.
Honorable Judge of the Supreme Court of India, members of the Vidyananda Education Society, beloved academic director, principals of my sister schools, all achievers and invitees, dear parents, staff and students of Dps Miyapur. It's a great place, the best possible opportunities to become confident, thoughtful young people who are prepared for any future challenges in the exciting and increasingly global world. From the moment a new student joins a school community, we want them to feel a sense of happiness and belonging, as this is essential for their future success. At this juncture, I wish to acknowledge the hard work of all the members of the teaching fraternity, admin staff and support staff, because at the end of the day, it is the human spirit that is most important. Money can buy and improve a school's physical environment, but it cannot buy you the vision and passion that guide us, the reason that we have reached this far. All that we have achieved so far was possible as we have been ably backed by our management. It has always been their aspiration to provide super facilities that will enable us to deliver our programs in an environment that is intimate, friendly and attuned to every specific educational need. Today is indeed a very joyful moment as our dream finds fruition. We shall be unveiling the statue that will continue to inspire generations of disciples to be the masters of their own destiny, and they will carve their own paths guided by their passion and ethos. We will also be inaugurating the various. So happy to have our esteemed dignitaries with us in our moment of joy and bless us in all our endeavors. I've been bestowed with this bittersweet task of welcoming the August gathering. Sweet because I treated my honor as you are to welcome you all, sir. But bitter because I have to describe each one of your illustrious career in just a few lines. So that which is not justice dusty and continues to serve there. He became the Supreme Court judge directly from the Supreme Court bar, a rare feat achieved by a few people post-independence era. Sir, your journey. It is indeed my proud privilege to welcome Shri Ishwar Varish Pranta, Saha Pranta Pracharak. He made his mark wherever he went for the last 5 years. He has been serving as the Akhil Bharatiya Baudik Pramukh. Now he has been given the responsibility of Saha Sarkaryava, means in Telugu, Hindi and English and a little Bengali too, I just heard it a while ago, and always conveys his message powerfully. An ever-smiling personality defies his age of 65 years. I request Pro Vice Chairman I welcome with great pride Professor Society. He has donned multiple hats as a scientist, teacher, educationist, economist and a parliamentarian. Served in the state agriculture department and Andhra Pradesh Agricultural University at several positions. In the year 1995 he joined politics. He also published a book, Urbanization in India, Problems and He led the Indian delegation to the United Nations Convention on Combating Desertification held in Brazil. It is my proud privilege to welcome Ma'am Raghupati Puran Commerce, born to N.T. Ramarao and Basam and eventually joined politics. She represented the Vizag constituency of Andhra Pradesh as a member of parliament and in the 15th Lok Sabha of India. She had previously represented the Bapatla constituency in the 14th Lok Sabha, during which period she served as a Minister of State in the Ministry of Human Resource and Development. She later joined the Bharatiya Janata Party on 7 March 2015. Ma'am was appointed BJP Mahila Morcha Prabhari. As a member of the parliament, ma'am participated in debates on
Sir, inside, sir.
record in Supreme Court since 2000 and is practiced in Delhi High Court too. He was also in the Standing Council for the Rajya Sabha. Welcome, sir. I request our Pro Vice Chairman and then he stepped into politics with a vision of good governance for the people of his state. He is presently the official spokesperson of BJP State of Telangana. He is a grandson of late P.V. Narasimha Rao Garu, former Prime Minister of India, who we all remember as a great visionary Prime Minister. Indeed, a tall order to keep up to. Our best wishes to you, sir, in all your endeavors. Vice President VES, Member Dps Miyapur. Thank you, sir, for your rock-solid support in all our endeavors. To welcome Shri U.V. Virendra Garu, Member of Vidyanand Education Society, and Shri Murli Mohan Garu, Member of the Vidyananda Society and Member Dps Miyapur. Our Academic Director, Ms. Rekha Agarwala. All the three schools work so that we live up to the expectation and the vision of our management. Her years of experience, wisdom and calm demeanor makes her a strong force to be with. I request Divya to do the honors. I request Hema to also welcome the three trustees of VES, Mrs. Gyatna and Gorentla Satna. Let's start the inauguration ceremony.
We hope generations of this site shall be nurtured. Soham. Soham is a mantra that can be translated as I, he, she, or that. It's a statue with infinite possibilities. Every member of the DPS family, be it a staff or a student, shall contribute with this statue to harness their potential and shape their personalities. Combine the qualities of knowledge, sustenance, and creativity. These
some, what is it called, Chakravyuh, and have a board game with PW. And then when his thought account came, we used that to submit it for the board. But let's give it a try. And then eventually, surprisingly, we made it to the last 7, and ours was chosen to present it to the Prime Minister. You want to see that? Modi ji is here?
Yes, ma'am.
Here was the
They also made 3 numbers learn about jewelry, which helped them learn the jewelry of Sri Lanka, which people still and all the time. Grade 5 students learned about food pyramids. And we hope that our school continues doing such programs in the upcoming years.
So we can just
గోల్ అయిందా కొంచెం వెళ్ళదు ఓకే ఓకే
भवतु सर्वेषां पूर्णं भवतु सर्वेषां मङ्गलं भवतु पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्छते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति
but steadily reached lofty heights as is evident from the
Thank you.
The message influences society by changing opinions, instilling values and translating experiences of that. Dear audience, put your hands together for Harini PHR, Parinda G and Suhas Rao from grade 8 from
From depression to happiness and joy, from mediocrity to excellence, if you use it properly. Kottala Butchibabu Garu to share how his journey to the summit of success, our Rohan, was possible due to his sheer grit and determination. Please, sir.
Distinguished guests, Lav Naishra Garu, Kumareddy Venkateshwar Garu, Ramakrishna Prasad Garu, Bhagye Garu, Purandeshwari Garu, Subhash Garu, Ramesh Garu, and Gauri Shankar Garu. I feel very humbled and honored to be part of this August gathering, and I feel very honored to sit along distinguished guests, and I also feel a bit shy to share the dais with all these distinguished guests because I didn't achieve anything when compared to these people. Thank you, sir. And today I am here after seeing this concept Soham, and I would like to share my professional experience of like how I finished my chartered accountants and company secretary courses. My name is Butchibabu Gaurantla. I born in a farmer's family in a lower middle class income group, and till 10th class I did my education in my native language, my mother tongue, that is Telugu, and I used to excel in studies till 10th class, and after that I moved to, my aim is to become an engineer, so I moved to an English medium college because it's an MSET I have to write in English. There I slowly started developing a little bit of inferiority complex because once upon a time I was good at the studies, and once I moved from mother tongue to English and I started feeling inferiority complex. However, I strive hard and I used to try my level best to achieve the heights. However, my MSET results showed that I got a very good rank but not the best rank. And slowly my financial position also has deteriorated a lot. My father could not afford fees for my engineering education, so that I had to, a situation has come where I had to stop my studies. However, I don't want to give up. Then I saw that my chartered accountancy is one of the cheapest courses possible. So I enrolled for the chartered accountancy, and with a lot of difficulty I finished the CA foundation. Then after that, further I could not pay the fee for my CA inter and all these subsequent things. I thought of stopping, but at that point of time my sister encouraged me to go to Hyderabad and to do something, and she also gave me 1,000 rupees, and finally I landed in Hyderabad. That's really where my journey started. Once I'm in Hyderabad, I reached Hyderabad with two goals. Number one, I don't want to go back to my native village with empty-handed. Number two, if at all there is a possibility, I should realize my CA dream. Then, to do that, I must work somewhere. I don't have a place, I don't know anyone, so I just started roaming around all the chartered accountant offices in Hyderabad. I was rejected by 16 chartered accountant offices because I don't have a degree and I don't talk English. And I don't know typing also, because by then I was like a +2 candidate with CA foundation, and I didn't have exposure to any of the outside world. To get the typing done and getting the xeroxes done, I feel that is the best opportunity I can get, and I embrace that opportunity. So then I started my working career. Then from then onwards, all 4 years I put 16 hours of a day into 8 hours office, 6 hours studies, then rest is for the domestic course and the sleeping. I put all my blood, sweat, tears into that. I feel at that point of time I used to feel that was the worst part, bad part of my entire life. Now as of today it is almost 24 years. If we fail, then only we know the problem from all the 360 degrees view. Otherwise, if we don't fail, we always bulldozing our opinions on the others. We don't learn anything from the others. But until we don't learn from the others, we don't be able to build our career at the greatest length and all that. So that is why fail, no problem, try again, don't waste your time, and mostly in this age, don't waste your time in the social media thing. Just strive hard. You don't need to be an intelligent to be a successful. Ultimately, you need to work hard. Just work hard, pursue your dreams. Ultimately, you can realize your dreams. This is my story. Thank you.
Thank you so much. It's impossible to a man with an iron will and determination. You are really a hero of the economic system. She also provides guidance and technical support to a large number of farmers in the region.
She has traveled all over South and Southeast Asia, Africa, knowledge on biodiverse farming and seed conservation practices.
As a member of the community and genetic engineering issues for a horizontal discussion with the farmers not only in her community but across the world.
Shri Ishwar Vadla Baghia Garu, Joint Secretary RSS, to felicitate her for her outstanding work in service to society and also address the
సార్ ఇక్కడ చూడండి సార్
అందరికీ నమస్కారము. అయితే మనము ఇక్కడ పిల్లలు ఉన్నారు, అందరి స్కూల్ ఇది. అయితే మన దగ్గర పచ్చసారి సిట్లని ఉంటే నేను ఇథనాల మీద పనిచేస్తానమాట. 70 రకాల ఇథనాలు అక్కడ దాచి పెట్టుడు, మెత్తేసి పెట్టుడు, దుమ్ములల్లా గంపలల్లా. అయితే పచ్చసారి స్కూల్ ఇటువంటి పిల్లలందరూ అప్పుడు 35 ఏళ్ళ కింద వాడు 2 ఏళ్ళ చదువు 1 ఏడు నేర్పుతుంది టీచర్లు వాడు. అయితే పెద్ద పిల్లలు కదా, వాళ్ళకు నేను ఇథనాల గురించి చెప్పుకుంటే, మళ్ళా చెట్ల గురించి, భూమి రకాల గురించి, యా భూమిలో ఏ రకమైన ఇథనం పెట్టాలి, ఎప్పుడెప్పుడు పంటలు పెట్టాలి, మిర్గసిరి కార్తీల రోణి భరణిలా మనకు వానలు వస్తాయి, అప్పుడు చెట్లు
అక్కడ చూడు
మనం ఆ చెట్లు పెట్టుకుంటే దానికి ఆ చెట్టు మనకు గాలిని ఇస్తుంది, కూర్చోడానికి నీడ ఇస్తుంది, తినడానికి పండ్లు ఇస్తుంది. మళ్ళీ మనము వాన పడేటప్పుడు చెట్టు కింద కూర్చుంటే బొగ్గడు గట్టు వాన పడితే మనకు తడవనియదు. అట్లా మన భూమికి మీద 2-3 చెట్లు ఉంటే ఆ భూమి కళ మీద వేరే. మళ్ళా మనము ఆరోగ్యంతో కూడా ఆ చెట్లు ఫలిస్తాయి అన్నమాట. మనం ఆ చెట్లు తెలుస్తుంది. మనము 75 ఊళ్ళ సంఘాలు నడిపించినాము. అయితే 25 ఊళ్ళల్లో డౌన్ భూమి అప్పుడు. ఇప్పుడు 30 ఎకరాల దాకా మేము అన్ని చెట్లు పెట్టామన్నమాట. ఊళ్ళనే నర్సరీ పెంచి ఊళ్ళని పెట్టి ఇథనాలతో పెట్టి అట్లా నీళ్ళు పోసి నర్సరీ పెంచి ఎండాకాలంలో మిరగపూడినాక ఆ గుంతలు కొట్టి
Respected Justice Nageshwar Rao garu, respected జస్టిస్ రామకృష్ణ ప్రసాద్ గారు, పెద్దలు రెస్పెక్టెడ్ కుమారెడ్డి వెంకటేశ్వర్లు గారు, రెస్పెక్టెడ్ పురంధేశ్వరి గారు అండ్ రాజు గారు, రెస్పెక్టెడ్ రాజు గారు అండ్ రెస్పెక్ట్ రమేష్ జీ అండ్ ద రెస్పెక్టెడ్ గౌరశేఖర్ ప్రిన్సిపాల్ జీ, respected principal and all the staff of the public school, and guests, and my dear beloved students. Really, it is a great moment for all of us. As today, the whole world is moving towards a sustainable development. As in the beginning our student told, it is our Hinduism, but it is a humanism. You see, I went to America. In America, in Washington, there is a museum of original American Red Indians. Are we in America or Bharat? India. We do not know we are in America only. You see, the whole world, the original people, all people, not only Indians, not only Bharatiyas, you go to Japan, you go to Germany, you go to Indonesia, you go to anywhere, the whole original people, there are the worshippers of the nature. In the same way, because of the Sangha responsibility, I was touring in the Boston. In my younger days, Sri Guruji, who was the second chief of RSS, used to remind us, learn all good things from West, but we are learning only bad things. There is the bad luck. So he was referring the name of Thoreau. I was fascinated. Who is this Thoreau great man? So when I went to America, in New Jersey, man controls, man and women controls his desires. Nature cannot be protected. So if you want to protect the nature, we have to control our desires. అందుకే తెలుగులో ఏం చెప్తారంటే బతకడం కోసం తినాలా, తినడం కోసం బతకాలా, తేడా ఉంటుంది. You have to eat to live, but don't live to eat. This is the message today Delhi Public School has given us. I am very thankful to them. And the one more point I want to appeal only.
Next in line is our prestigious flagship, International Dimension in Schools, the IDS accreditation under the aegis of the British Council, which we were able to achieve by a...
Yes, madam. Look at him.
Grade 2, Sri Lakshmi Bonala, ma'am.
Sir.
Grade 3, Deepti Saxena, ma'am.
Yes, ready.
Grade 4, Shruti Saxena, ma'am.
Yes, ready.
Grade 6 and 7, Shivpriya Sharma, ma'am, and Nitya Srinivasan, ma'am.
Yes, look at here. Right.
Grade 8 and 9, Paromita Dalal, ma'am, and Garima Kala, ma'am.
Yes, ready. Yes, ready. Look at here, ma'am. Yes, ready. Here. Yes, ready.
The day of a milestone on the history of the development of DPS in Hyderabad. In fact, we had the idea of starting this in Delhi public schools as early as 2001. It more or less completed our 20 years experience in interacting with the students, collecting the ambitions of the parents, implementing these ambitions to the enrichment of children. I have been looking at the progress for the past 20 years. As the technology has also gradually improved and increased to a totally different direction. Today's technology, after a few days, it is going to be an outdated one. Technology gets changed from time to time. And the management has to see that the students are placed in your hands as the teachers and the members of the management. In fact, it really had a Herculean task for us, with a lot of hope, with a lot of ambition, and the ambition was fulfilled as I could look at it. I was also a teacher for 26 years. I was also teaching classes for 26 years. And we had different experience when we were the teachers and teaching these different subjects. And now these days, when we compare to our earlier days, there is certainly a lot of change. Certainly technology is getting improved from day to day. Today's technology, emergence of technology gets out the good citizens and hand over to the future development of this country. In that way, we feel that we are successful in this.
Mention of her guru and guide, our very own showhouse of talent, Mahesh Mandasar, who had trained her. We request Dr. Srimati Daggubati Purandareshwari ma'am, former Union Minister of State of Human Resources.
గారు, శ్రీ రాంబాబు గారు, శ్రీ భాగ్య గారు, శ్రీ ఉమారెడ్డి వెంకటేశ్వరి గారు, శ్రీ సుభాష్ గారు, బుచ్చిరెడ్డి గారు, రమేష్ గారు and Principal Gauri Shankar garu, and all the staff and students of Delhi Public School. Suddenly I said Bharati Vidya Bhavan because my children studied in Bharati Vidya Bhavan. Anyway, sorry for that. And I must say I'm very proud and honored to be a part of this program today, where actually the statue of Soham has been unveiled. As I understand from the statue here, it shows a man carving himself out of a stone. He is carving himself out of the stone. So as I understand it, it means that you can be the creator of your own destiny. And secondly, what does Soham mean? I think we need to understand what Soham actually means. Soham also means unifying ourselves with nature and with Almighty. And therefore I think this is a very, very important program today, particularly for the students, because there are two takeaways from today's program. One is that if the future generations so decide, they can carve not only their own destiny, but the destiny of the country as well. And it's very encouraging to see a whole new young generation seated before the dais who are eager to carve the destiny for their own country. I think that is the reason why I could not say no to Ramesh Garu when he invited me to be a part of this program. And the second takeaway is that just as Sri Bhagya Garu, who spoke before me, had very eloquently educated the children on the importance of respecting nature. He beautifully said that we need to respect nature but not exploit nature. Nature supports our needs but not our greed. I think that is very, very important. So these two takeaways are very important from today's program as I see it from the dais here today. And it was very encouraging when we took a tour of the school to actually see how the management was also trying to educate the children on the importance of respecting nature. Like as I was talking to Ramesh Garu, he had mentioned that they had planted about 1,000 plants across the school. The solar panels that were installed to actually use the solar power. And also when I would like to congratulate the management as well. But even as we talk about the management and even as we talk about the teachers, I think it is time for us to actually reinvent the meaning of the word education. Largely if parents, teachers, managements are questioned as to what would they, how would they interpret the word education, I think with our limited or
You a career in psychology. We wish.
Yes, sir. Ready? Yes, ready? Yeah.
In NPS Stage 1 and also qualified Stage 2. Today, she's a scholar who has won this
Yes, ready.
prestigious scholarship and someone we look.
We talk about our achievements.
Love Nageshwara garu, Kumari Venkateshwarlu garu, Sri Bhagaya garu, Srimati Purandeshwari garu, other dignitaries on the dais and off the dais, dear staff and students, my dear students. Sun is right on the top. Most of the dignitaries have vividly spoken about various, the culture that is to be imbibed into the students who are studying here. The management of the school have done such a wonderful job in building up this institution, not just as an institution of mere education, but imparting the real knowledge. When I have seen the felicitations done to Srimati Lakshmama Garu, I can understand the motto of the school, that the school knowledge and imparting good culture into the minds of the children. Sri Bhagaya Garu has in fact spoken about merging of the nature with the life and development of the people and of the country, which is very, very apt in fact. In fact, our culture traditionally, even from Vedic times, has the approach in worshipping various elements of nature and respecting and also virtually worshipping them to treat the Mother Earth as the very origin of our entire civilization itself. Somewhere we have lost the link. While we worship the elements of nature, we have really not understood the real intention of this worship, and we have also been polluting each element of the nature. That is one thing that we have to keep in mind. The students, the children of the school, when they learn things, then this is what they have to remember, that the nature is not different from us, all of us. Nature is a part of us, we are a part of the nature, and whatever we do, all our endeavors should be to preserve and respect the nature. I really appreciate the efforts put in by the management of the school in shaping up the children of the school. Now, as Sri Umari Venkateshwarlu was saying, then the school
partnership with your school.
Sir, look at it. Yes, sir, ready? Yes. Sir, look at here. Sir, ready? Sir, look at here. Sir.
K. Anjanelayu, sir.
Yes, ready, sir. Yes, ready, sir.
Preeti M. ma'am. Divya Y. ma'am.
Yes, ready. Yes, done.
Jane ma'am.
Okay, done. Sir,
Nilima P. ma'am.
done. Yes, ready, sir.
Prati Mishra ma'am.
Done. Yes, sir, ready, yes. Done.
Shri-
Done.
Swati Kaushal ma'am.
Yes, ready.
And Swati Panyara ma'am.
Yes, ready.
From the art
Yes, ready.
P. Sai Kumar.
Ready, yes, sir. Okay, na?
Neenal Surampudi ma'am. Lavoni Chatterjee ma'am. Trisha Rani ma'am. From the computer department, we invite Pooja Kapoor ma'am.
Nageshwara Rao, Honorable
the dignitaries on the dais, the management of the school, principal and the staff members, and my dear students. It's been a full day's work for me. Even in court, I sit only for 4.5 hours. I came here at 7:30. Ramesh picked me up at about 6:45. And it must be very difficult for the students also, especially on the last day before vacation. It's like a last period. Torture you with any more lecturing. But I should say that I'm mightily impressed by whatever I have seen and heard after I entered the portals of the school. Ramesh has been asking me to visit the school for a very long time, but due to unavoidable reasons I could not make it. From the award that these 3 students have been given from amongst about 1.5 lakh students for the amazing work that are for the achievements of all the students and teachers and the elegance of the dancers on stage, the agility and craft of the children who drew, the happiness in the faces of students who have been standing in the sun for about 45 minutes before they were asked to sing. Everything is impressive. I am really impressed with the school. I congratulate the management for providing not only a very good infrastructure, but also good guiding hand by providing the best of education in the city of Hyderabad. My dear students, about a young girl girl of your age. I'm told that student of 9th and 10th classes are here. I know it's very difficult to keep your attention for more than half an hour, 1 hour, and you have been made to sit for 4 hours. But what I'm going to tell you would be very interesting. There is one young girl by name Greta Thunberg. She is from Sweden. She was born in 2003. So now she's about 19 years old. She suffers from autism. She has Asperger's syndrome, which means that she can concentrate only at one thing at a time. So she started focusing on environment. At the age of 14, she thought that enough attention is not being given in this world to environment protection. She went on a Friday, sat outside the parliament and was protesting, trying to bring to the notice of the parliamentarians that environment needs to be protected. Initially only she was there, and thereafter there are a number of people who joined her. And every Friday in school there used to be demonstrations trying to bring to the attention of the world the importance of protecting ecology. Even when she was asked to go to the United States to speak, even when she was in school, she didn't take an aircraft because you must be knowing aircrafts also emit a lot of carbon. So she took, he goes to young lawyers, he becomes young. So the vibrations from you is passing, so getting very old. I hope this enthusiasm continues by your more learning and becoming responsible citizens. I wish you all the best.
So hum means that is I or she, he or she. So everybody can forge a connect.
Good afternoon to everybody. It's already too late because if it's so hot here. But anyway, I just take 1 minute to complete the formalities. The honorable guests on the dais, the principal, the management, the students, the parents. It's very unfortunate that at this point of time that we are sitting in the hot sun, but because of the long process of the formalities, we have to complete these honors. The students here are very fortunate to be present in the Delhi Public School, whether it is in Miyapur or in Secunderabad or in Kajagoda, because a teacher, the Professor Kumari Venkateshwar Garu, who had a rich experience of the teaching for past 26 years, who had started, a teacher who knows the in and out, the difficulties to run the school. And I appeal to the management of the school to at least raise some other structures, the infrastructure structures, because there is a huge rush and the demand for the admissions right from the first and the 10th year also. And the management has clearly instructed us not to request, not to entertain any more admissions because there are so many shortfalls, there are so many issues which are being already promised for the last year. With this we can imagine how the school has improved from past 20 years because of the management and the teacher, especially the principal, who have really dedicated their entire career, their life for the benefit of the school. So with this we can see the students who are really enthusiastic on building up this Atmanirbhar project, where the Bharat can be improved in the next few years, where we can have a global competition. What the students have really presented today, it is very, very impressive. And with the management also, they have not only
Our sister schools, all achievers, dear parents, principal ma'am, staff and students of Dps Miyapur. A warm and graceful afternoon to all. It is my honor to propose the vote of thanks on the conclusion of the inaugural ceremony in Dps Miyapur. I, Risha Mohindra, on behalf of Dps Miyapur and the entire fraternity of the institution, first of all, extend my most sincere thanks to the Almighty God for making today's event a resounding success. With His blessings and grace, we are able to make this event what it was. A special mention to our academic director Rekha Agarwal, the principals of the DPS school, for her constant support and guidance right from our inception till the present day. Heartiest congratulations to the awardees of DPS Miyapur. With a deep sense of appreciation, we thank our dear principal Gauri ma'am for being the guiding light, our headmistress Raina ma'am, and coordinators for their untiring efforts. Performances. Your days of hard work were evident in your acts. Last but not the least, we thank all our dear parents and all members of this gathering for cheering us. We appreciate your unalloyed faith in us and for your constant support. Thank you one and all for making this event a grand success. All good things must come to an end, so too this day. As we bid adieu, we hope that we good day, namaste and Jai Hind.